I would say my experience was short, but I played the game how I wanted to play. I wasn't just sitting back, letting days pass by, letting moments pass by. I went in saying, I am going to play. I'm going to form alliances. I'm going to form relationships. I'm, going to do great in the challenges. And that's exactly what I did. So even though it was short-lived, I don't regret anything. There's nothing I would change. I mean, I'm definitely proud of the game I played. I feel like the relationships and connections I formed were real. I had a great alliance that we had to redraw buffs, and that messed with things. That messed with my game. And even when we switched and I had some Alolo people on my tribe, I still formed a good relationship with Libby. We had something, and that makes you feel good. It's not just a game out here. I mean, you're obviously going to backstab people. You want your friends to go home because you want to be the last one standing, but it's cool that in a game where you're backstabbing and clawing at each other, that the conversations you have and the bonds you form are real. And that was really cool to me. That's something that I wasn't expecting. I guess acceptance is the word. Everyone accepted everybody else, and that was something that blew me away. We were a group that really got along with each other. Like, it wasn't an act, it wasn't fake. Like, we really enjoyed each other's company, and I was very surprised by that. And I feel like it's almost kind of rare in a game of, backstabbing, cheating, lying, whatever you need to do to win. So that was kind of unexpected. The surviving aspect of it for me wasn't that challenging, which maybe I was slightly surprised by that because I am a smaller female. So, I came into this game not even weighing 130 pounds, and I did lose 7 pounds in 9 days. And I thought I had lost maybe 2 pounds. Like, I was feeling great. I wasn't hungry. My stomach wasn't growling. So, on that aspect, I felt like I was so far ahead of everyone because people were talking about food all the time and how hungry they were. And you could hear people's stomachs growling, but I was still like hyper and going, and I felt great. And so maybe I was a little surprised on that end that I would feel it more. But again, I was only in there 9 days. The social aspect, it's a social game. So you come in knowing that you might be the best athlete in the world. But if you can't have conversations, if you can't talk to people, if you can't get people on your side, you're going home. You're first out. So being a fan of the show, I don't think I was really surprised by a lot. It's what I expected. And I guess that's a good thing because you don't want to come into this game thinking, you need to be good at challenges and you need to, work on your social skills and all this stuff. And then, like, oh crap, this is not what I thought it was going to be. So just being a fan and having watched every episode, every season, I think that prepares you. You kind of know what to expect. What you see is what you get. It's not like we're sitting out here eating nachos and tacos. Like, we really are only eating, maybe 200 calories a day. So you're not eating and you're, having to think and having to still be smart and talk about gameplay. But I wish I just would have gotten to play a little longer because I wanted to feel the starvation and the tiredness. And that's when you're, and not that I didn't feel like I was surviving. I did. We are not eating by any means. And I hope I never see another coconut in my life. But you always want to play more. You always want to play more. If someone asked me today, would you come back and play? Hell yeah. Like, people who have to think about it blows my mind. Of course you're going to want to play again. And so it was what I expected. It really was. I don't even know how to sum up an experience like this. There's really not words. And it's going to be so hard to explain to people back home. And I think that's why people out here become so close after the show. You become this amazing close-knit family that, you had your liars and you had your betrayals, but they get you. They understand you. They understand what you went through. And I don't think there's words to describe the experience to someone that hasn't played before, someone that wasn't here. You can go home and try to explain it to your family and, tell them you weren't eating and tell them, and you see it on TV, but you're never going to really understand it until you get to play. And that's the coolest thing. I'm one of 500 and something people that have gotten to play this game. That's not very many. And that's something that I'm so thankful and grateful for. Like, that's something that I will never, ever, ever take for granted. It's been the most amazing experience. And you just can't put it into words.